long ago, but not so very long ago. The world was different, oh yes it was. You settled down and you built a town and made it live, and you watched it grow. It was your town.
You know, the Windsor Rotary balloon event, known as the Sonoma County Hot Air Balloon Classic, created a really great beginning for our club, and it was also a great start for Windsor. When we held the first event in 1989, the town hadn't yet incorporated, and for many people who attended the Balloon Classic, it was actually their first visit to Windsor, and really the only reason that many people even had to come to Windsor at that time. Putting on the Sonoma County Hot Air Balloon Classic involved arrangements with balloon pilots, sale of sponsorships and scheduling of balloon rides, coordination with the FAA, event marketing, outreach to vendors, arrangements for entertainment, design and sale of merchandise, permitting with the health department and liquor licensing, insurance, security and first aid, handheld radio communications, site work including preparation of the field, obtaining water and electric service, sound systems, garbage pickup, porta potties, lots of porta potties, parking for 2,000 cars, traffic control, and when the weather cooperated, we actually launched balloons. Over the course of the 9 years that Rotary sponsored the event, we launched hundreds of balloons, and most gratifying of all, there was never a single safety incident. The leadership provided by Preston Smith, Denise Gilseth, Bev Graham, and Arlene Rash, and so many others, was extraordinary. And we even made some money along the way. For the first few years that we held the event, the weather was outstanding, and we were somewhat lulled into a sense that bad weather would never be a problem for us in July. However, the Balloon Classic presented our club with a particularly defining moment when, in 1991, it started raining on the Friday before the event, and it rained right through Saturday, which of course meant no launch. That year we had spun off the Saturday night barbecue to another club so that they could use it as a fundraiser and totally eliminate a chore for our own club. But when the weather went bad, the other club decided that no one would show up for the barbecue, so they simply canceled it. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, our radio sponsor continued to broadcast that there would still be a barbecue and balloon glow on the launch field on Saturday night. So, with absolutely no preparation of our own, we commandeered the other club's supplies, and our club cooked for and served about 250 people who showed up that cool, damp night. It was a monumental task, and when you consider that all of us were already exhausted with our own assignments, it's hard to believe we pulled it off, but we simply did it. I distinctly remember that when Jerry Smith, the local Methodist minister, had come by on that rainy Saturday morning to bless the opening of the event, he said, "Well, today we'll see what the Rotary Club of Windsor is made of," and boy, he was right. And the next morning, Sunday morning, the skies cleared, and we had a very successful launch of 61 balloons.
the sea, by the beautiful sea. You and me, you and me. Oh, how happy we'll be when each wave comes rolling in. We will duck or swim, and we'll float and fool around the water, over and under, and then up for air. Pa is rich, Ma is rich, for well, what do we care? I love to be beside your side, beside the sea, beside the seaside, by the beautiful sea.
Our Chapino Fest originated during Carl Wieff's presidency, and we held our first Chapino Fest in March 2001. It started with a committee whose task was to identify a fundraiser that would allow us to support the many worthy projects that came our way. From the beginning, Ken Moulton wanted to see a Chapino dinner. He had enjoyed a great meal at Zinn Restaurant in Healdsburg when Jeff Mall created an unusual dish with creamy polenta covered with a thick sauce of seafood. Ken even got Jeff to provide the base stock for the first Chapino Fest dinner we held, and Peggy Ball has taken it from there. After much discussion, we carefully branded the Chapino Fest as an upscale formal dinner dance. The success of the event over the years has been assured by fantastic food by Peggy Ball, every single club member participating, amazing decorating themes over the years, and the great music and dancing. Don Johnson's band plays early in the evening, and Blue Moon provides the dance music. We've got a jive club with people who love to dance and stay out on that floor as long as the music plays. Boy, do our men look good in tuxedos, and do we have some hot women in evening gowns. Over the 7 years that we've held the party, we've netted over $365,000, all of which has gone back into the Windsor community. Here are the major projects which have been funded because of Chapino Fest. Building the Pat Ellsbury Skate Park in Windsor, constructing a greenhouse for Windsor Creek Elementary School, providing solar panels for Callie-Calmech Gymnasium, providing equipment and buildings for girls softball and Little League, building a new track at Windsor High School, and, of course, building the floor of the Boys and Girls Club Gymnasium where we're partying now.
Now what do we care? I wanna be beside your side, beside the sea, beside the seaside, by the beautiful sea, just you and me, by the seaside, by the beautiful sea. sky, everybody knows it's party time. And when the moon is rising high, I'll be yours, I know you will be mine.
Just sit right back and hear a tale of the fateful trip that started from this tropic point aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure could help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
The significant word that comes to me when I think of the Windsor Club is the word community. I joined the Windsor Club because I wanted to become part of the community, more than the community I already was a part of in the educational world. I wanted to give a piece of me and also take a piece back to my home that was broader, and I guess I can't even measure how much more I have received from this club than I have given. The sense of camaraderie, the sense of love, the sense of respect that these folks have for each other is absolutely unparalleled in anything I've ever seen.
If I can reach the stars, pull one down for you, shining on my heart, so you could see the truth. Then this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams that I can change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world. If I could be king, even for a day, I'd take you as my queen. I'd have it no other way. And our love will rule in this kingdom we have made. Till then I'd be a fool, wishing for the day that I can change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blixen and all his reindeers pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. So hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for...
Well, I woke up this morning, stumbled out of my rack. I opened up the paper to the page in the back. It only took a minute for my finger to find my daily dose of destiny under my sign. My eyes just about popped out of my head. It said the stars are stacked against you, girl, get back in bed. I feel lucky, I feel lucky, yeah.
Get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah. Lose control of body and soul. Don't move too fast, people, just take it slow. Don't get ahead, just jump into it. Y'all hear about it? The P's will do it. Get started, get stupid.
stupid. Don't worry about it, people will walk you through it step by step like an infant new kid. Inch by inch with a new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feeling's irresistible and that's how we move it. Yo, everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stupid, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.